On this back-to-school Sunday, this backpack Sunday, I invite you all to hearken back to your days of school or your current days of school. Maybe there's no hearkening, right? I want you to think about teachers that made an impact on your life. Yeah. And if you're feeling brave, to maybe name a few of those teachers. To help you along that route, I've got some free bookmarks to give out. So if you're brave and feel like naming a teacher that's made an impact on your life, let me know and I'll give you a bookmark. Anybody feeling up to it? Who do we got? David C. Primer. Nice. What else are we thinking? Yeah, Hillary. Karen what? Gaudet. Gaudet. Ooh, that's a good name. Yes. Who else? Otavio what? Paz. Peace. Yes, there you go. All right. This is starting to be fun. Yeah. Bob Levers. All right. Anybody else back here? Oh, Emily. I got one of these huge bookmarks. All right. Who is it? Mara Bryan. There you go. All right. I'm making my way back up. What do we got? What's that? Tara. There you go. Oh, that's, yeah. All right. I got a few left. Who else? Oh, yeah. What do you have? Daniel King. There you go. All right. 3 left. Oh, I got one over here, and I'll come over there next. What do you got? Paul Philp. All right. Okay. Mr. Birch. Oh, that's a good one. What do you got? Mona Kirby. Okay. Ken, I'll get you. Don't worry. I've got lots more where these came from. So, Miss Betty. Oh, yeah, right. So, throw the slide up here. Here was one of my favorite teachers growing up. We called him Oserla, which is like a nickname for Lama Oser. And I met Oserla when I was in Nepal in 2010, learning from Tibetan Buddhists. And the great thing about Oserla is every time he met you, he would throw his hands in the air and say, Tashi delay. And I mean anytime he met you. All right, so I'm sitting at a guest house eating breakfast. He sees me across the courtyard. Tashi delay! We're walking down the halls of the monastery. He'd lean in and say, Tashi delay. If I'm coming out of the bathroom, Tashi delay. Hiking around Parping, Tashi delay, Tashi delay, Tashi delay. It was a wonderful way to be greeted, even though I had no idea what it meant. I did a little research, and finding out what Tashi delay meant was a little harder than I thought. Some people translate it as a peaceful greeting, something like Assalamu alaikum or Shalom. Other people translate it as good fortune or good luck. I heard a really literal translation one time that said, may auspicious signs manifest in this environment. So whatever it meant, Oserla used it as a declaration, as an exclamation of selfless optimism. Selfless optimism. And so I couldn't help but think of Tashi delay when I read our Isaiah reading from today. That first part of the Isaiah reading is all about selflessness, right? Remove the yoke from among you. Quit pointing the finger. Quit speaking evil. Instead, feed the hungry. Help the afflicted. That selflessness is just oozing out of Isaiah's text. And then there's the hopefulness of the next couple of lines, right? This beautiful poetry, light in the darkness, well-watered gardens, repairers of the breach, selfless optimism being spoken into a people that could really use it, right? So at this point in time, Isaiah is talking to the Hebrew people who are in exile in Babylon. They've been exiled from their homeland for 70 years, and they're getting ready to go home. And Isaiah is saying, go home with a spirit of selfless optimism. And it's not just a spirit. It's a way of life. It's a way of life that is sustained by the Sabbath. So the next part of our Isaiah reading, it goes from Tashi Delay to Sabbath. It is the Sabbath that nourishes us for this selfless optimism. Sabbath is one of those words that I think we misunderstand and misuse the same way we misunderstand and misuse the word health. We associate Sabbath and health with the absence of something. So health as the absence of sickness. Sabbath as the absence of busyness. And that's true, but that's only half the story. There's also a presence in health and in Sabbath. In health, there is the presence of renewal and strength and growth. In Sabbath, there is this presence of refreshment and delight. And so we have this sense that Sabbath isn't just the absence of something, but it's the presence of God's healing relationship. So I was meeting with the preaching roundtable group Wednesday morning at noon. And the roundtable group reminded me that Sabbath is also about community. In fact, it's as much about community as it is an opening on your calendar. To be restored and refreshed means being connected to healing and to hope, to safety and to compassion, to love and to delight. Sabbath is a relationship, a healing relationship with God. And that is Jesus' point to the leader of the synagogue, right? Sabbath just isn't the absence of work. It is the presence of God's healing delight. And so for that group on Wednesday morning, that Sabbath community was the full circle group that gathers here on Monday and Wednesdays. That was their place of refreshment, their Sabbath community. For the 8 a.m. folks, I would say it's that worship experience, right? That rhythm of silence and contemplation together. I think there's a certain amount of Sabbath community that goes over in this transept, right? A little solidarity in parenting, like this is a beloved Sabbath restoring community. I know there is a Sabbath community up in the choir loft. I hung out with him on Wednesday night. There's a little holy mischief that goes along with that community up there, but it is a Sabbath community. Coffee hour. Like I sit with you all and have coffee, the conversations of consequence that take place over there, that is a Sabbath community. And so I hope all of you have that sense of a Sabbath community here at St. Mark's. And if you don't yet, let me know. I'd like to help you find it. And lastly, I hope we can recognize that just as Sabbath sustains Tashi Delay, that the Holy Trinity sustains Sabbath. That's the flow of our holy lives together. Trinity, Sabbath, selfless optimism. It was Augustine that said, our hearts are restless until they rest in God. Right? That Trinity is our source. We'll say in Eucharistic Prayer C today that we should come to this table not only for solace, but for strength. Not only for pardon, but for renewal. And when we recognize that the Holy Trinity is our source of Sabbath, then we can join with St. Julian of Norwich, who says, all will be well, and all will be well, and all manner of things will be well. And that's what we put on the bag tags for all the backpack blessings. It's got a great little picture on there of holy wisdom, and it says, all will be well, and all will be well, and all manner of things will be well. So sisters and brothers in the faith, enjoy your Sabbath community. Enjoy the rest of your day. Spend it with your loved ones, your beloved Sabbath people. And then when tomorrow comes, or whenever school starts or your job starts, go forth a people nourished by Sabbath. Go forth a people following in the footsteps of great teachers, of Oserlah and Isaiah and all the people we named this morning. Go forth into the world shouting, Tashi Delay, Tashi Delay, to everyone you meet along the way. Amen.